Hello, welcome to my life. How are you guys doing today? I hope all is good. So today I'm going to show you guys how to do a box braid. I'm going to show you the simplest way you can do a box braid. Now I have my cousin Sheila here. I'm going to be using her for the practice. So before you start, you want to make sure that you're working on a clean hair. Things you need are a rat comb, some clips. You need this to get the hair off your way, out of your way. You need a rubber band. Then you need some gel for the lines. You also need a braiding hair. I'll be using this one because this is like the same with the hair color. Now just go ahead and brush the hair upward like in a ponytail. This will just give me a clean space to work on. Then with a rubber band, I'm just going to hold this. Gio, thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining my life. So now what you want to do is take your rat comb and make your first partition. This will be depending on the size you're braiding. Then you want to grab the gel. Apply that on the line. So this will help to get the line straight. Good morning, welcome to the light. Thank you for joining. So this will get your line straight and keep the hair down so it doesn't get on your way or the flyaways. Thank you for joining me. Please power tap as you join. So now we have our lines neat. You're going to use your pen to keep this part so it doesn't fall when you're braiding. Okay, at the back, depending on how the size of the braid you're going for, you want to, if I'm going for a middle braid, I'm going to cut this into 4. If I'm going for medium, for a small medium. And he said, thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. So I'm going to separate this into 4. If I'm going for a medium, I'm going to separate this into 3. If I'm going for a jumbo braid, I'm going to separate this into 2. Then if you're going for a small braid, you can separate this into 5. So it all depends on the size of the braid you're doing. So now I'm going to take my small section. Let me say I'm going for a small medium braid, right? I'm going to take my small section, which means I'm going to separate this into 4. In this part, you want to keep it aside, like so. So for this tie, if you need like few of these, maybe 2 or 3 of it. Okay, you need more of this. Then you need a rubber band, a small rubber band like this. Okay, need a small rubber band. Like this is for the newbies. Yeah, if you've never done braids before, you want to try this. Now you want to separate this hair into 2. And put through like that. This is where the clips comes in. You have to hold the hair. Then now you grab your braiding hair. Like if you're just starting, try to go for a color that matches the color of your hair. Now I'm going to place this like that in the middle. Then use another clip to hold it. This is just to make sure that it stays where I want it to be. So you're placing it in the middle of the 2 braids, of the 2 sections. You place it in the middle like that. Now you want to close it. When you close it like that, you have your braid in the middle. You have your extension in the middle. Now I'm going to use a color rubber so you can see. I'm going to pick the rubber band. You want to use it to tie. Now don't make it too tight, because if you make that too tight, it will be difficult for it to loosen up, and it's going to hurt. The person is going to feel a lot of pain because the rubber bands are not going to move. If it's normal braiding, you want to make it tight because it's going to waken up very fast. But for the rubber band, it doesn't. It stays like that. So now you already have your hair, your root. You have your root now. So when you have your root, you want to let go of the braided hair. You can see the braided hair is in the middle, like that. So what you do is, the first braided hair is going to hide the rubber that you put in. It's going to hide it. Then you want to take the second. Now this second is going on top. Okay, you want to put that like that. You cross it on top like this. Okay, you put it on top. Then use your thumb to grab. You use your thumb to grab this one. Now you're holding 3 pieces. This finger is going to pick this one. This finger grab this one. This finger grab this one. Like that. You see, you have your knot already. Now you can see that the hair in the middle is too big. You want to pick a little bit and add it on both sides. Take a little bit, add it here. Because you want the same size of hair on the 3 ends. You add like that. And now what you want to do is start braiding. You are doing this upward like that. Okay. Tiana, thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. So you're doing like this. Like you're going upward. You can see how neat that is. You're going upward like this. Okay, you see how neat the braiding is. So why I say you should go upward, because you can also still braid downward, but if you want your braids to look very, very professionally done, you want to braid upward. For example, let me just show you one example on this. I'm going to show you this slowly. It's another way to grab the root. So if you're braiding downward like this, Now this is braiding downward like this. I'll show you, you see the difference between the two. Yeah, look at the difference. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to my life. Okay. You see how this one looks so neat, right? It looks so neat. It looks so professionally made. This one also look neat. Most people braid like this is because they just learn how to braid in, they don't really know how to do this. So I'm trying to make sure that if you are learning from me, you should learn it the best way. Okay. When you look at the braids I do, you see the house, like they look so neat, so beautifully done. It's not because I'm super human, but it's just the technique I use in braiding. This one, braiding down like this, you can make it tight as possible. Okay, you can make it as tight as possible, but it's not going to look that neat. So when you want to braid, when you're braiding the extension or maybe the hair, try to do this up, up. Okay, you're doing, taking it up, not this. You want to go because when you do this, it's like it's twisting itself and it gets in that so clean. Now, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Please guys, tap your screen for me. Okay, this is one way. I'm going to repeat this, then I show you another way. Like I'm trying to show you guys the easiest way you can get your box braid done. The easiest way, and it's going to stay even though it does not look that tight in here because we didn't make it tight, so you don't want to hurt yourself or hurt the client, but it's not going to move, it's not going to go anywhere. So you want to take your comb, I'll just use this separation. You separate your hair. Take that section and split it into two. You want to split it into two like so. Please guys, tap your screen for me. Split it into two like so. Then you pick your first section of the braiding hair. place it in the middle of this, and use a clip to hold it down. After you place it in the middle, you want to close up this. You want to close this and grab a rubber band. And tie this. You want to tie it as many times as you want. After you do that, you want to release your extensions. You do that, you form the tree. This one, you see that it even covers the band, the rubber band already. It covers the rubber band already, like that. Then now you want to pick the extensions, that is the extension that is left out. You see, you put it on top like that. When you put it on top, you want to take this one, take this finger, grab the other one. You have something like this, or you can just do this, wrap it around it like so. Okay, you wrap it around it like so. After you wrap it, you want to take this one, you grab, so you get like a twist in that area. Okay, then you go up and grab the one at the bottom. You see that you've closed the rubber band entirely. Well, that's you. So you wrap like that. You start braiding. Now you need to make the sizes look equal. To make the sizes look equal, you want to be adding a little piece on the side. Like if you want to learn, you learn, okay? If you don't want to learn and you feel like you can give your comments to yourself, okay? Let others that are willing to learn. If you already know how to braid, this is not for you. This video is not for you. I'm not doing this live for you. So you can just scroll and pass, okay? So you do this. You see how my hands are going up. It's going like this, okay? It's going like this. It's going like that. I'm doing it slow because I'm showing you guys, I'm teaching you guys how to do it. You're not paying me for my time. Okay, so if you feel like this is not for you, just do like this. Just push up, you go to the next life that is below. Okay, we are not interested in your, if you know how to braid, just move. Let's continue with those who are willing to learn. Okay, so you go up like that. If I was to be doing this on someone, I already know how to grip their roots. This is for those who don't know. So if I was to do this on someone's head, I will go fast, like really fast. It does not take me time to do it. Thank you for the follow, Erica. I appreciate it. So you go up. You are doing like your hands are going up like that. If you get used to this technique of braiding, your braids will always look different from others. You see how this is looking, right? Angela, I just showed how to do it. Don't worry, if you want, I'll still repeat it, but I'm just showing you how to do it. Like if you've never, ever braid someone's hair before. Because braiding, one thing about it is to get the root to be tight when you're doing your braid, is to get it to be tight, okay? That's one of the things. And that's what I'm showing you. That's one of the easiest way to do it. That anyone can do it. Anyone. Anyone can do it. So you're going up, you're doing this. Normally people don't braid like this. People don't braid like this. And their braid, it looks neat. It looks neat, but there's a difference. There's a difference. It's not like the person that is braiding downward does not know how to braid. No, they know, that's their own technique. But it will look, your work would look quite different from any other person's braid. It will look different. Angela, I'm going to do another one here. Like that would be the last one. I'm going to do it. If Angela is still there, I'm going to do the last one here. Then I'll show you another way to do it without using a rubber band. So first you want to take 2 pieces of braiding hair. You want to take 2 pieces of braiding hair. Depending on the size of the braid you're going for. If you're going for a jumbo braid, take 2 big pieces. But this technique will normally go for a medium-sized braid, a small medium-sized braid, and for a box braid, like for a jumbo braid. For small braids, like very small braids, I will not advise you go with this technique. Because why? Because the rubber band, you'll not be able to cover the rubber band with the size, with the amount of extension you're going to be taking. You will not be able to cover it, because normally for small braids you can go with extensions this small, okay, this size, so you'll not be able to cover. So use this technique only when you're going for a small, medium, a medium, or a jumbo braid. That's where this technique comes in. Now you want to take your 2 small pieces. You want to take your 2 small pieces like this. So as I go, if you have any question, just ask me. Just put it in the comments because I'm trying to read the comments too. Now, you want to separate your hair. Like I said in the beginning, it's a small medium I'm going for. That's why you have 4 at the back. If I was going for a medium braid, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Chris, thank you. I appreciate it. So you want to separate this into 4. And also depending on the size of the head of the person you're braiding. If it's a normal size head, because this one is normal, like let me say 22 inches, this back is going to take 4 for a medium, small medium. Then if you're going for a medium braid, you can go with 3. And if you're going for a jumbo braid, this is just 2. But if you're going for very small braids, this can take 5, 6, all depends on how small you want it. So now, when you have your piece separated into 2, like that, you want to separate it like that. I'm just going to keep this here. After you separate it, you want to pick the first piece like that and place it in the middle of this one. Use clips to hold it so it doesn't fall. Then when you place it like that, you want to grab. You see that it's in the middle. Then you want to pick a small rubber band like this. Take any color of your choice. If I had brown, I'll go with brown because of the hair color. If it's black hair I'm using, I'll go with black because it'll be easy to hide it. So now you want to tie. You know that there are people who know how to braid. They don't want others to know because this is a lucrative business, I can tell you. They don't want others to know. So they get annoyed when you're teaching people. So they try to discourage you. Okay, you tie. Now you already have your knot. What is left is to braid it down. You see that more or less the rubber band is hiding under. Then you want to grab the next piece. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. Power tap your screen for me. You want to grab the other piece. Just wrap it around it like this. You have this one. You wrap it around like that. You want to just wrap it around like that. Okay. Then you want to use one finger to grab the thumb. You're grabbing one of these. You go under and grab like that. Okay, you go under and grab. When you do that, it closes the gap. You can see, take a look. You can't see the rubber because we did that. So you want to wrap it around like this. Go under and grab this one. Then you're doing like you're twisting. Okay. Now this one that you grab, you're going to twist it over like this and bring it. Yeah, so you have your 3. When you twist it, it covers completely the rubber. Then you just want to start braiding. Now we need to get the strand sizes to be the same, because this one is really big. So what we do is we pick a small piece of hair from one side and add. You add like that. You twist, and you want to be picking it when from underneath. So when this one is going in the middle, that's when you want to pick it. You pick the small piece. This is just to get the 3 pieces equal. So when your pieces are equal, you want to braid. You're doing upward. Upward. So I'm just showing you my technique. If you really know how to braid, you do what is best for you. But I'm just showing you how to get your braids look professionally done. So it looks like it's a little bit tedious right now because I'm going slow and I'm showing you. But when you get used to it, it's the same like getting used to braiding it down normally, downward. But if you do this, your braids are going to look so neat and so professionally done. So you want to just continue that until you get to the last end, to the end. You can see how neat the braids are. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Wow. Femina, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Wow. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Okay. And your root is not going to move. It can be weak, but it's not going to move. So another way to do that without using a rubber band, like there are so many different ways to do that the same thing I just did without doing the rubber band. This one, another one is tedious. I won't even advise you go for it, but it's another way too. You just separate it in the middle, put your hair, then what you do is braid this a little bit. You just braid this one a little bit. Let me show it. Because there are people who don't like using rubber bands on their hair. You just place it like this. Make sure it's out of your way. Make sure it's out of your way. Then you want to hold this. You want to braid this down a few times. So this one will take a longer time to do. You braid it down a few times. Then you let go. Like that. You still have your root. So if you're someone that you don't like to use rubber band on your hair, you want to go for this if you have that time, because this will take you a long time to do. So you just grab your piece of hair, wrap it around like that, go under, then go on top. Then you want to add, so the pieces are the same size. You see that it still gives you the same effect. Thank you for the share. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Feynman, thank you for the roses. I really appreciate you. Thanks for the likes. You can also go ahead and share the live if you have someone that you want to learn how to braid, to do box braids. So you just go ahead and braid it down. To cover these blown ends, you go ahead and braid it down. When you get to the blown end, what you want to do is close it in between the braiding hair. Feed it in between, like that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm happy you're learning something from me. Thank you. Okay. This, you don't use rubber bands on it if you don't want to use rubber band on your hair. But I tell you, this is going to take you a longer time to do this one than using a rubber band. You know, yeah, but can you braid normally? If you can't do normal box braid, then you can do knotless. Because this you can still use this for knotless braids. You can still use this for knotless, no. Blah. La, 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 la. You can still use this for knotless braids, okay? So I'll just leave this one here and make another line. So you want to take your right take comb. Now don't do this. I'm doing that because it's a mannequin. If you do that when your clients, you're going to have a problem. Okay. Don't pull your client's hair. Sí. Claro. So we're just using shine and charm to make sure our lines are straight.
Sí. Sí.
¿Sabes qué? Tráeme un vaso. So you want to just make your line straight. Use any gel of your choice. Don't use Vaseline, eh? Use hair gel. If you don't have hair gel to braid, use water, eh? Don't use Vaseline, because I know there are people that are using Vaseline to braid.
Ya terminé. Y está
Cerrarme la
ya.
puerta. Cerrar la puerta, por favor.
¿Y la tapa de esto?
¿Para qué la necesita? Tirarlo.
Yo no la cogí.
Está aquí. ¿Necesitas la botella?
Para tirarlo.
Vale, cerrarme la puerta ya.
No, yo la siento. No, yo la siento.
So if you're walking on a hair like this,
¿Qué?
no. If you're walking on a hair like this, you don't have a gel to use a spray bottle. Spray water on it, and you'll be able to make your pad. If you're working on afro hair, you don't if you don't have gel, you don't necessarily need to use gel for your lines to be clean. Guys, like what is going on? We just have 1.9k likes. What is going on? Are we not enjoying what we are watching? Please power tap your screen for me, please. Power tap for me. Okay, our second line. So when you're doing your second line, especially if you're doing triangular parts, is it triangle? No, if you're doing square part, your second line should not be this. Don't go. Your second line should not go straight like this. Don't do this, because if you do this, you're going to have your braids are going to look scanty. Then you're going to have lines on the person's head. So you want to go pick a little piece here. And a little piece here. So normally if you go with 4 at the first line, the second line should be an odd number, should be 5. So it closes, it falls in the line. The next one is going to fall in the line too. Like I'm teaching you guys everything at once. Maybe we should just concentrate on braiding. It falls on the line like that. So if you go with 4, the next line is 5. To give you the bricklayer pattern look when you finish braiding. You can see that all are falling in the lines like that. So for knotless braids, it's called knotless braids because you don't have this at the start of the hair. Okay, and knotless braids are nice, are good because you put less tension on the client's hair or on your hair. You put less tension. Now for knotless braids, you want to use, first of all, you're starting with the hair. You separate the hair into 3 equal pieces like this. Then what you want to do is, you can see I have my 3 pieces in both hands. You go under and grab close and grab like that. You twist, go under and grab the other. When you do like 2-3 times, you know you have a good grip. Yeah, you want to add your small piece of hair. You're supposed to have separated your hair and put them. So you just continue adding them. Let me separate my hair. I'll not be telling you to do something that I don't do. Look, I'm going to separate the pieces of hair I want to add. You want to separate smaller pieces like that, depending on how many pieces you're going to be adding on the braid. You have separated your piece beforehand, okay? So let me say I'll just add 4 pieces for the purpose of this video, because I don't have this hair, I don't have too much. I don't want to run out of it. So I'll separate 4 small pieces. So you have your 3 pieces like that on the natural hair. Please guys, let's power tap our screen. You want to go underneath and grab. Try to grab close to the root. That will make it tight. You grab. Now you can go just once and start adding hair. You can go twice and start adding hair. It all depends on you. Then you want to add hair. This is what I do. This is my piece of hair. I do this. Use my thumb and my index finger to make it tight, like to make it straight. Now this is where I'm going to add it. On this, you add it on that. Okay, then now this one, you want to join it with this one, and you do the same. You add the next piece. Add the next piece. Now with your last piece, you want to just start bending it down. So depending on how many pieces you're going to be adding, depending on the size of the hair and of the braids, that's how you're going to add your pieces. So you can see where the braid is falling on the line. Thank you for joining me. Please, let's power tap our screen. So you can, Purity, welcome to my life. You can see where it's falling on the line. Okay, like this was just as requested by someone, but we're doing box braids. How to grip the knot of the root of a box braid. So let me continue doing that. This first section we did it with rubber bands. I'm going to show you how to do it without rubber bands. So you want to take 2 pieces of hair depending on the size of braid you're going for. You want to take 2 pieces of hair. So these are my 2 pieces. So what you want to do is this one, you want to wrap it around this one, okay? You want to do like this. You have like a hook. Make sure that you're holding it tight. If not, it's not going to be, the root is not going to be tight. So when you hold that, you want to go under and wrap the one at the under. When you grab, then this one you go on top of it, and your hair is the third, is like the third root. Then you want to add the next piece because you're going for a box braid, not a knotless braid. You want to add this piece. Then to make sure that the pieces are equal, I'm going to separate this and add it on one side, because we want equal size of the 3 strands. You want them to be equal. Then after you do that, you just want to go ahead and braid it down. And braid it down like that. Thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. Thank you. Rosie, thank you for sharing. So guys, this is what we have. I just wanted to hop on in and show you guys how to grab the root of a box braid. So if you have any question, you let me know in the comments. If you don't, I'm going to be calling it quits. Rose, thank you for the likes, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So you can see that if it's falling in between the first, mother of boys, thank you so much for joining. It's falling in between the first line, in between, like that. This is what will make your braids look full. But if the braids are falling on the same line, at the end it's going to look like you did a cornrow, and it's not going to look full, even if you have the same amount of braids on the head. Thank you, Queen, I appreciate it. So it's 1 hour now. I'm going to be leaving you guys, and I'll see you in the next live video if no one has any question. Then just a quick question, what do you guys want to see in the next video? You let me know, so we'll do that. Okay guys, let's call it a day. I'll see you guys in the next live. Mother of boys, you're sharing when I'm going. All right, bye. Like I said, if you have any question, you can let me know. If you have a question, then I'm going to stay, maybe show you what you asked for. But if you don't have asked any question, I know you guys have understood what I did today. Then we'll move on to something else tomorrow, or maybe a day after tomorrow.